Good morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein here at the NBC29 Digital Desk with a look at your morning rush. Let's take a look at the top stories you guys are clicking on over on NBC29.com. Coming in at number one, Virginia lawmakers considering a water cremation bill. We'll get to that story in just a moment. Number two, hundreds of spotted salamanders will begin emerging soon in Albemarle County. And at number three, Charlottesville releasing a draft zoning map. But first, let's get to some breaking news overnight. Here it is right here. President Joe Biden made a surprise visit to war-torn Ukraine this morning. The visit was kept under tight secrecy until his arrival for obvious reasons. It is Biden's first visit since Russia's invasion of the country. Now, we're just days away from the one-year anniversary of that happening. He met with President Volodymyr Zelensky to discuss the United States support for Ukraine. We will have much more on that coming up on NBC 29 News at noon. Well, this is a story you guys are clicking on. Virginia funeral homes may soon have a new way of handling remains. It's a process known as alkaline hydrolysis, also known as water cremation. Senate Bill 1487 in the General Assembly would allow funeral homes in the Commonwealth to use alkaline chemicals to decompose a body. Barbara Kimmis is with the Cremation Association of North America, and we spoke with her about how this process works. Take a listen.
A form of disposition that uses a combination of water and alkali chemicals to increase or speed up the reduction of the human body.
And Kimmis says it is a water-intensive process with between 300 and 700 gallons used. You can take a look at the machine they use right there. The mixture is 95% water and 5% alkaline chemicals. Well, Charlottesville is looking for feedback on its draft zoning map. This map has the potential to change the look and feel of the city for years to come. The Seville Plans Together organization, Charlottesville Neighborhood Development Services, and the community are creating the new zoning ordinances. The goal of the map is to increase Charlottesville's housing density. The city says its population is growing, and these changes will allow more people to live in the city.
Zoning district that's shown on the map basically describes what you can do on that piece of property. Right, so it's implementing the land use plan that was adopted as part of the comprehensive plan. So it shows new residential density really in every neighborhood of the city. So that we can accommodate more residential units and particularly more affordable units.
And mark your calendars, there are open houses for this draft zoning map so you can have your voice heard. Those are on February 22nd, 23rd, and on the 25th. All right, this is a cool story here. Hundreds of spotted salamanders will soon be making a long and dangerous journey in Albemarle County. The recent warm, rainy weather is bringing out the reptiles. Now, they come out once a year over the span of a couple nights to cross Rio Mills Road and Polo Grounds Road to get to their breeding grounds. Now, Devin Floyd is the executive director of the Center for Urban Habitats, and he says that these salamanders are vital to the health of Central Virginia's ecosystem.
If you take salamanders out of the forests, we lose forest health. There are connections that are indirect that go through the food chain into the plants and the health of the trees.
Now, Floyd says people should not go out by themselves at night to help these salamanders cross the road because it can be dangerous. All right, well, these warmer days we've been seeing have weeds sprouting out a little earlier than usual, and that can have an impact on producers at vineyards. Grapes typically blossom in June, but take the entire summer to ripen. Now, Marceline Vineyards over in Mount Crawford says weeds take nutrients away from the vine, causing a less than stellar grape.
We only need a certain amount of chemicals, and so I'm in the vineyard all the time here, so I just keep an eye out on what is needed at what time, pests that may come along, and certain mildews that come at certain points of the year, and so we just got to keep an eye on it.
Co-owner Aaron McDermott there says spraying weeds is needed, but is not as safe when the wind is stronger at less than 5 miles per hour. All right, well, we are expecting decent weather for our President's Day, but this week is going to be a true roller coaster when it comes to our weather forecast. Let's check in with David with his forecast.
Good morning, everybody. On this President's Day, hopefully you had yourself a great, safe weekend. If you're heading out today, certainly more cloud cover than what we saw this weekend, but temperatures are still expected to warm up into the upper 50s to low 60s. A little disturbance off to the west could bring a stray shower chance to the area later today. Meanwhile, we'll be dealing with breezes, and tomorrow expected to be the windiest day of the week with sustained winds 15 to 25. The Shenandoah Valley could have wind gusts 40 to 45 miles an hour. Central Virginia 30 to 35 mile an hour wind gusts tomorrow. Meanwhile, we are still expected to see that major league warm up. Record-breaking temperatures will be possible Thursday, upper 70s to lower 80s. The next chance for really any widespread rain comes on Saturday, and with temperatures cooling back into the 40s, we could have a little pocket of some sleet or freezing rain, but again, this will be mostly a rain event. That's a quick look at your forecast for now. Have a great and safe day.
All right, thank you, David. And here's a look at that 7-day forecast from Michael & Son Heating. Yeah, high of 63 today, looking nice for our President's Day and staying nice throughout the week. A high of 82 on Thursday. It's going to be feeling like summer out there. Hard to believe it's still February. And then things will be cooling off a bit, and Saturday looks like our coolest day at this point with a 60% chance of rain, but warming back up for our Sunday. Hey, I hope you have a great President's Day if you have the day off, a great Monday, and we'll see you again tomorrow on the Morning Rush, and we'll see you again on the news at noon coming up at 12.